Hi guys. Today is Thursday, April 23rd, and we're going to go over half of the vocabulary from chapter 17 in the vocabulary workbook. So we're just doing the first 5 words and we'll do the other 5 words next week. Okay, so 10 words. Oh, first, I just want to mention that when I post this to Blackboard, I can do 2 things. I can embed it or I can post it as a thumbnail. If it's a thumbnail, it looks really small at first, but once it opens up, you can click on the little box on the lower right corner to make it expand open to a full screen. If I embed it, it's slightly bigger to begin with, but then I don't think you can expand it. So I'm going to do it as the thumbnail, but just letting you know if it looks really small on your screen, you can look to that little box on the lower right corner of the video and that'll make it open up. It'll make it expand. Okay, 10 words in context. Please review your homework in chapter 17, which starts on page 96 in the vocabulary workbook. Correct any mistakes before taking the quiz. So the first word is bewilder. The large new school at first bewildered Anton, but after a day or two, getting around was no longer confusing to him. Bewilder means to puzzle. Communicate. Ruby and I rarely see each other, but we communicate often by sending text messages. Communicate means to exchange information. The third word is deceive. In order to deceive a buyer, a used car seller sometimes turns back the mileage counter on the car. Deceive means to fool. Earnest. I like our new babysitter because she is very earnest. She clearly takes her job very seriously. Earnest means serious. Emotion. Stan rarely shows his emotions. We have to guess what he is really feeling. Emotion means feeling. Okay, so now in the section that's called matching words with definitions, I picked out the items that correspond with those first 5 words. So we're just going to do numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9, okay? So number 1, to exchange or give information. Did you choose the word communicate? That's the answer. Number 2, to confuse or puzzle. Did you choose the word bewilder? That's the answer. Number 3, serious and sincere. Did you choose the word earnest? That's the answer. Number 4, a strong feeling, emotion. Number 9, to make someone believe something that is not true, deceive. Okay, so those were the 5 from that section that dealt with the first 5 words, and we'll do the other ones from that section next week. All right, so now let's look at sentence check 1. And again, because we're only doing the first 5 words, I picked out the items that pertain. So we're just going to do numbers 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. Okay, number 2, the many noises, flashing lights, and whirling rides at the fair somethinged the children. Bewildered the children. They didn't know where to go first. Number 3, dolphins something with one another through a language of squeaks and grunts. They communicate. Dolphins communicate with one another. Number 4, Charlotte's sweet smiles don't something me. I know that she really dislikes me. Deceive. And that's my mistake right there. I left out a letter in the word know. It's K-N-O-W. But the answer here is deceive. Moving forward. Number 6, which do you think is the more powerful something, love or hate? Emotion. Number 8, when Keenan begged his teacher for another chance, he seemed so something that his teacher decided to let him retake the test. Earnest. He seemed so earnest, in other words, sincere, right? Next week, we'll do the vocab words for 6 to 10 for this chapter, which will correspond with sentence check items 1, 5, 7, 9, and 10, basically the ones we didn't do yet. And we are going to take a quiz, but I also want you to read the Cy Young chapter, and I have a presentation for that. And then you'll find a quiz that has questions about the Cy Young chapter in Seed Folks, and then these 5 words from chapter 17 vocabulary. So when you log into the quizzes and tests, you're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page. But what you should do first is to watch my little video and read the Cy Young chapter. So I'll post that. And then we'll continue this chapter next week. Alrighty, so I will end this presentation here, and I'll have you guys watch the next one that goes with the Cy Young chapter in Seed Folks. Thank you.